Well, other news that we are, of course, finding throughout the day here on the SABC, National Police Commissioner General Fannie Masemola, he will continue with his testimony at the Madlanga Commission, of course, taking place at the Brigette Mabandla Justice College in Pretoria. The commission was established by President Cyril Ramaphosa to look at the alleged infiltration of criminal syndicates and law enforcement agencies. The inquiry has also implicated suspended Deputy Police Commissioner for Crime Detection, General Shadrack Sibiya, for being close to alleged murder accused Vus'Muzi Kat Matlala. Yesterday, the Madlanga Commission, of course, heard that Police Minister Senzo Mchunu disbanded the Political Killings Task Team, whilst Top Cop General Fannie Masemola was on leave. Ayanda Nyati and Kani Mapanga, they're in Pretoria. Let's cross live to them. A very good morning to the both of you. Perhaps in lieu of General Fannie Masemola's testimony yesterday, I mean, what are we looking forward to ahead of today? Accountability comes into sharp focus, leadership and SABC at large as well.
You certainly hope those things will come up. Good morning, Liesl. Great to see you as always. And I think depending who you ask, we probably got off to a bit of a shakier start than how things ended. But as expected, the Political Killings Task Team and the decision to have it disbanded coming into sharp focus yesterday, with Fannie Masemola, of course, drawing his own links around who was responsible for that without necessarily taking it a step further to suggest why. Kani Mapanga, as you mentioned, is also with us here at the Brigette Mabandla Justice College. And Kenny, in some ways we called it yesterday. We knew that a considerable amount of time spent on at least day one of Fannie Masemola's testimony will be around the PKTT.
Indeed, and what we've seen from his testimony is an overall theme that there is this bit of a tension between the role of the policy head, that is the minister, and the role of the operational head, that is the national commissioner. Because we're now seeing that at least on the very part of the minister, there may have been a bit of an overreach and an encroachment on the mandate of the national commissioner, General Masemola, because he states quite clearly with respect to the PKTT that the minister had no right to disband that particular team, and that of course it would have been, I guess, a breach of his operational duties as afforded in the mandate and legislation. So of course what we think ideologically what the SABC should operate like, it seems that operationally and in reality and practically rather, we're seeing a different picture on the roles and the tensions between the minister and of course the national commissioner of SABC.
Yeah, links also being drawn between Vus'Muzi Kat Matlala, Katiso Katie Molefe and Shadrack Sibiya.
The name of Vus'Muzi Kat Matlala keeps coming up, and I'm sure when we continue on to General Khumalo, that will definitely be the name that is centered around these allegations of an organized crime syndicate infiltrating the law enforcement agencies and the criminal justice system at large. With Matlala and Sibiya, he says there's a concerned party that came to him and stated that the Matlala and Sibiya enjoyed a close relationship, and it is because of that allegation that they could not allow Sibiya to investigate that particular operation that was running in Gauteng, which brings in the PKTT members from KZN that came in to assist those GCI ops, and then of course led to the successful arrest of Matlala and Molefe, who are alleged to be those cartel members operating in the Gauteng province.
It was interesting to hear how Fannie Masemola said he responded to that demand from Senzo Mchunu to disband the Political Killings Task Team, suggesting that he's aware that a conversation actually happened about this between Senzo Mchunu and President Cyril Ramaphosa.
Well, what he says is that he had no inkling that the decision was coming, and that in the interactions that he had with the police minister prior to him taking leave, that was actually approved by the minister himself, that he had no indication that this was coming. And when it came, he learned from other individuals, not from the police minister himself. And this was a very operational decision, and should have been, at the very least, he should have been consulted on this decision so that he can engage the minister further on the success of this particular PKTT and why it wouldn't be wise to disband the team. He also says that he attempted to communicate with the president regarding this issue. They communicated, but he didn't get any feedback regarding that. So several other questions have emerged for the police minister yet again. Then of course now the president has been roped in that this was flagged to you as an issue, and when there was feedback needed from the commissioner, it didn't arrive.
Absolutely. Fannie Masemola, thanks very much indeed. We'll continue watching, of course, developments as we anticipate, what is it now, day 4 of day 5, right? What are days anyway, where we try and make sense of some of the extraordinary claims being made here. It's day 5 of the commission, day 2 of Fannie Masemola's time on the hot seat. And of course, the rolling coverage will continue for you here at the Brigette Mabandla Justice College throughout the day.
Thanks, Ayanda and Kenny. More questions and answers at this point, but we'll continue to monitor as day 2 of General Fannie Masemola's testimony continues at the Madlanga Commission.